Kobe, how did your body feel going up and down full court like that?
I felt fine. I've been doing a great deal of conditioning, so I don't feel tired. My legs didn't feel tired at all.
Did you feel like you had to hold back at all, or you were just being super cautious?
No, not really. I mean, I just went out there and just played. Just try to do what I normally do. And try to figure some things out about my game, what I can do at this stage, what I can do at this stage, and just try to figure my way through it.
What you for so long? How do you feel mentally just being able to get the down the court?
Well, I mean, it felt good to compete. Go out there and move around and play with my guys, play against my guys. It feels good just to get out there and move.
But it's almost like you can hardly wait to get back into game action.
Of course. You know, it's definitely something where we kind of tap on the bit a little bit. And when we come so far, you know, we want to make sure, we all do, we want to make sure that when we step out there, we're ready to go long haul. You know, it's not something that we continue to have to monitor.
Any limitations that you can or can't do right now?
I wouldn't say limitations. I think there's still areas where it needs to get stronger in terms of being able to jump in and being able to play quickly and change directions and things like that. Those are areas where you just have to get stronger. But I could adjust my game and play at a pretty high level right now.
Good. Hey, Kobe, did anything surprise you?
Yeah, it feels fine. Right? It feels good. We did a really good job in terms of making sure the range of motion is there. The big thing obviously is after the day, see how it feels at the end of the day. I feel tomorrow. I'm going to do a bunch of work in the day and tonight. See how it feels more.
We're going to 360 today.
How did it feel the next when you first started doing some practice Saturday, how would you say everything felt there?
I felt fine. I could go the next day and train pretty damn hard.
Kobe, anything surprising or good way? How you moving?
No, not really. I mean, honestly, I wasn't really looking for things that I was doing well, positive things. I was kind of looking at things that I can't do and areas where I need to get a little stronger at so I can put them into the program.
Okay, so after today, I mean, is there any sort of possible way you could have a target date of when you think you want to come back?
No, it's tough to say. You gotta monitor how it does today and see if I can come back tomorrow and go full bore again.
Whenever an athlete is out for an extended period of time, he always learns something about himself and the team in his absence. What did you learn about yourself and the team while you were gone?
Well, I mean, we got a bunch of competitors. We got guys that step up and do well. That's the most important thing. We got guys that willing to do whatever it takes to win. And I've been extremely proud of the way they've competed.
Is the return to game action have anything to do with how the team itself is doing, or is it solely just based on how you feel?
No, I can't. You have to kind of detach yourself somewhat and make sure that when you come back, you're ready to give the team a proper lift. It's very tough to do that. So it's something that has to be done.
What's your evaluation of how the team's been going so far?
I think we've been competing very hard. There's a couple games where I felt like we could have won on just a 1 or 2 minute stretch where we made a couple of errors and the team was able to get away from us a little bit. But all in all, I think we've competed very well.
I mean, obviously in situations like that, you're obviously one of the guys that help close it without you in there. How do they go about being able to figure that out better?
Well, you just got to change sides of the floor, move the defense, get out in transition, try to get some easy ones before defense gets set. That's really the most important thing. Down the stretch, a lot of times teams want to slow the game down. We're forced to go up against a set offense as opposed to pushing it and trying to get some easy ones before the defense is set.
Kobe, there were a lot of games in the spring where you were facilitating a lot, going 10-plus assists and trying to see that on the floor while you're still regaining full strength. Do you think that's a role that you can play more to start, or is it just whatever happens?
The defense predicates that. I'm going with no prejudgment. Read the action. See what they're going to do. See if they're leaving guys open, if guys are defenders are falling asleep on the weak side. So I need to make a play.
Kobe, what were the questions you had for yourself about your progress coming into today, and how were those answered?
Whether or not I'm 25th best player in the world.
What do you feel like
question
tonight?
Where's your head at, Kobe, when it comes to playing like you want to play? You guys come off injury. It's that mental hurdle of feeling?
You have one. Man. You just gotta go with the flow and just react to it. If you have limitations, you have to self-assess and be honest with yourself. If you have those limitations, you gotta figure out a way to be effective around those. You can't be stubborn about it. There's certain things that I used to do that I can't do now. I won't try to do it. You gotta figure out another way.
Was there anything you did better tonight or today that you realized you made more progress in a certain area than you realized? Was there anything like that?
Strength. I'm a lot stronger. A lot stronger. I'm able to hold defenders off pretty easily, move off, and maintain position on the post and things like that. I'm much stronger now.
There was a sense that you wouldn't come back until you could dominate, right? I mean, have you been of that mind, or do you know there's going to be a transition period where it takes a while to get there?
No, I mean, my responsibility is to make life easier for my teammates. I mean, that's really my job. That's Pal's job is to command double teams, command low defenses and zone defenses where you can get your guys some open looks and high percentage opportunities. And if I can step out on the floor and do that, then that's an accomplishment.
So I don't just mean like dominate, like I just mean be your dominant self, right? Like you're at the top level. Are you going to be at that level when you come back, or will it take a while?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's always different when you get out here on the practice floor and you perform, and it's always different when the game actually starts. So it remains to be seen.
Kobe, after having the game and the competition sort of taken away, is there a new appreciation or any change in feeling of that?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's always a much greater appreciation for it. You know what I mean? Because you understand that kind of the mortality that comes along with it. You know what I mean? And kind of being on that doorstep. So there's always a sense of enjoyment when you actually come back.
So to walk back on the practice court like a regular guy, just one of the guys.
Felt good.
You missed that.
Oh sure. Put the jersey on, you walk out for practice, and felt like it was 97 again, and I was getting my first start as a pro.
What sense did you get from your teammates on Saturday when you did that? Like, did anybody know that you were going to come out and play in the difference?
Yeah, they knew when I came in. They saw me grab my jersey and stuff, so they knew it was going to be out there on the floor.
What kind of chatter from them?
Well, I mean, they knew they had to bring their A game. Can't fuck around with them.
Hey, Kobe, what's your vision
with Steve as he's trying to recover from his whole back situation?
Steve and I have been extremely close in this process. Just talking. Typically, the last few games, you're not being back together, just kind of talking, watching the game, talking about the games, talking about the games. I understand the frustration that comes along with it.
Do you think this is something he'll be able to come back from? He's been having to obviously deal with so many injuries since he's been with you guys.
Sure. I mean, that's part of our job as teammates is to pick each other up. You know what I mean? And to put him in positions where he can still be extremely efficient and extremely successful. It's about us covering for each other in that sense. So.
Kobe, having seen a couple weeks of regular season, what's your vision for this group in the context of the West? Having seen what's around you?
I don't know. I still got to figure it out because the West is obviously very deep. And the important thing is to not focus on what the West looks like, what the field is. You got to just focus on yourself and just play the schedule that you have and win as many games as you can, and then let the dust settle. You can't look at others and what they're doing and feel like you're playing catch-up back.
Kobe, how impressed with Jordan Hill have you been? I mean, that was an underrated injury last year. He got his 50 games. He brings a lot to this team.
Tremendous. He really worked hard this summer. He got himself in shape and shed some weight. He's extremely strong, long arms, athletic, and he just has a knack for the ball and his way around the rim. And has a great touch in the low post and a great touch from the perimeter. He's been a pleasant surprise to say the least.
Can you see yourself playing this month?
I saw myself playing today.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can.